I'm gonna go live.
Oh yeah. If I make a top.
Good morning. It's 8:15 in the morning here. I'm hoping my stream strength is going to be okay. I'm getting warnings that it's too high. And I don't do these lives, so I don't know what I'm doing. How is everybody? Please stop, Sophie. How is everyone? Let me just... no, I can't tweak on there. Can't. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. We'll see how we go with the stream. I know what I've done now for stream settings, and I will try and fix it in the future. Morning, Robbie. Morning, Glitter Angel. For me. I'll wait for a few people to come in if anyone's going to join us, and yeah, well, we'll see how we go. It's an impromptu kind of vlog, just because, you know, I had a weekend planned and it's not happening. Ooh, that resolution is really, really poor. That's going to be horrible. You've made 10 dishcloths knitting. Oh, God. Okay, this is my silt blanket. I started it last night. It was supposed to be my in-car trip project. I'm nearly finished my knitting my scarf from Forbidden Fibre from the Harry Potter thing last year. Yeah, so I may try and do this at the same time. I don't know how the resolution's going to go because I've got it too high for a stream and I didn't realise that. The cat. Oh! It is. Marcus names all his drinks that he makes for me, coffees, and he's made a cat when the picture eventually comes up. So yeah, I haven't actually made any dishcloths. I think that is... Did I do that one chain? No, I didn't. It's probably slipped out, even if I did. Right. This is a silt stitch. Now, this is probably my second ever project crocheting. So if I make mistakes, well, don't shoot the messenger. I have very little clue of what I'm actually doing. I've watched... no, what's her name? I think it's Marie or Michelle who designed this blanket. I've watched her video, I don't know, a few dozen times last night, and figured, yeah, it was pretty... I mean, I know the pattern is easy. It's a single crochet, it's a double crochet. It's not complicated. And I just have to remember that when I do one, then I have to do the next in a different. So yeah, I don't know if it's right, and yeah, we'll see how we go. So yeah, we'll just beetle along, and yeah, as I say, it's my second ever cross stitch project. See, I'm already feeling like I'm doing it wrong. The other one I did was with Marissa's group, doing the corner to corner blanket last year, and that was fantastic, and I really, really enjoyed it. So yeah. Oh, now see, now I'm beginning to understand what I'm doing and seeing where, or am I? No, I've gone into the wrong hole, but I do see where it's supposed to be going. Yeah, all of this is new to me. Right. Look, I know this video is going to go out, and people, when they get a chance, will go in and have a look. So I'll just crack on with it. This weekend was supposed to be my retreat weekend. I was supposed to be going up to a Swiss village for a cross-stitch retreat.
You've got a hot chocolate.
Oh, Sophie's got a hot chocolate. And
Chocolate
at 2:30 yesterday afternoon, our Premier dropped the bomb that we didn't want to hear, saying that the southern half of the state, literally half of the state, has gone into lockdown because of one inconsiderate asshole. Yes, I'm going to swear in this video. And tough. Sorry. He is a complete and utter jerk. So this guy came into the state, I think, on Sunday. He never filled in. Sorry, he did fill in. He filled in what's called a good to go pass. Everyone coming into the state has to do this good to go pass to get permission to come in. This guy didn't. This guy thought he could bypass the rules. He got bumped back twice, not just once, twice. He still flew in, and why they let them fly in, everyone is kind of going, look, why can't you just stop them across the water? But they can't. Biosecurity don't play across the water, so they don't monitor the airports coming in. So Jerkface flies in without a good to go pass, and he's picked up at the airport, and he is put into hotel quarantine. It's compulsory quarantine. Hey, Janice. Yeah. So he got put into compulsory quarantine in Hobart City in the city quarantine hotel. He got COVID tested, as is the usual rules, and when he was COVID tested, he's returned a positive reading. Now, you all know Delta is, you know, the variant that people catch just by having a sniff, and he has COVID. So Brightspark here decided to go to have a conjugal visit or something with his girlfriend, partner, whatever. So Hobart's not big by any stretch of the imagination. You can cross the city in, I don't know, 15 minutes. You could probably cross suburbs within half an hour from the extreme ends. Nowhere is far apart here, even though we've got lots of suburbs. So this guy goes from Hobart City across the river by unknown means to have his conjugal visit. And Sophie, you're making too much noise. Please go. Sorry, she's playing just behind the computer screen. So he crosses over the suburb and he gets caught having broken out of quarantine about, I don't know, maybe half a day or a day. Like, it was hours and hours and hours. Turns out then he's not cooperating with our contact tracers, and they are trying to find out, well, where exactly has he been? Eventually they find out that he has been to a supermarket for round about an hour, and then to contact tracing has also put either him or a close contact at my stepkid's school, where there's a park nearby, late at night, potentially for drugs. Who the heck knows? Either a drug or a shag visit. You know how there's spots like this, you know, in every town? Well, somebody has been there with COVID, so that's another exposure site, as we've got them called. And because this guy is not cooperating with the contact tracing, the Premier has had to make the decision to lock down half of the state, because we don't know where this jerk has been. Pretty much, in a nutshell, we don't know where he's been, truthfully, so they've locked down half the state. Now, we had the retreat planned, you know, for months to go and do this. I have been hanging out for this for so long. Hey, Sandra. And really looking forward to it. I had come home early, I had packed my bags, I was all set to go. I had 1,000,001 projects to choose from. I had the wine in the bags, I had the chocolates,
smuggling alcohol.
you name it. I was all set for a girl weekend you know, away from hubby and the kid, whom, look, I love dearly, but it's been 3 years and the only break I've had has been surgery, so it was going to be a really nice break.
No pizza for you tonight.
So, yeah, my organizer, Carolyn, was with her co-organizer, Melissa, and she was watching the press conference. We were watching the press conference here at home, and she heard the decision that the state was going into lockdown. We probably could have escaped, but it wouldn't have been the right thing for us or the state or anything else going out of the lockdown area to go and have our retreat. So she made the call that the retreat was cancelled this weekend. She was devastated. There were tears by her, the poor woman. Like, she had to make that tough call that it was cancelled. And I don't envy her that decision, and she has planned a Zoom for later this morning, so we're going to catch up somehow doing that and have a bloody good bitch about this jerk. And yeah, so Tasmania, Hobart, is not impressed with this idiot at all. And look, everyone is posting, you know, oh, we're in lockdown and everything else. Look, we know Melbourne has had, I don't know, stupid amount of days, like nearly a year or something in lockdown, and this is nothing new for them, etc. But this is person zero, and this is something that I posted on a nurse friend of mine's page. This is person zero for us in Hobart. We know it's come in with one person, and he is the cause for this behavior. It's not like we have 20 cases and it's in the community or anything else. We have kept this out for 2 years because of our very, very strong Premier leadership decisions and the moat and the bank of water that we have between us and the mainland. And he has said, the Premier, that he doesn't want to have what happened in New South Wales happen down here. Not that he is scathing of what they've done, but he said that they acted too slow, and he doesn't want to be that Premier who acts too slow. He doesn't want to put our state, our vulnerable people, at risk. Now, our vaccination rates are pretty good, and the vaccination lines yesterday were ridiculous, and the testing lines were also ridiculous in the suburbs that Jerkface had been into. So, you know, people are taking this pretty seriously. We actually have a testing centre just down the road here. Did you know that the Durban Entertainment Centre had changed name?
No.
It's now the My State Arena or something.
Oh.
Of all times to change the name and then put a vaccination place or testing centre in, now is not the time.
It's going to take me 20 years to learn that.
I know, it's like, why change arena names? Look, oh gosh. Oh, it doesn't make any sense. Everybody knows this place is the Durban Entertainment Centre.
I used to work there.
Marcus used to work there. Oh dear. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So now I've got a Saturday at home. The weather is shite. It's just grey, drizzle. Even if I could go out, I can't now. Well, I can. We have a radius of 5k from home. You can exercise for up to 2 hours. You have to wear masks if you leave your home.
We've got more than enough toilet paper.
We have got more than enough toilet paper. We had 3 hours warning for this lockdown, and I'm kind of going to Marcus, is ice cream an essential item? I was like, dang. No, it's not, but, you know, and also, do I want to pay $12 for a Ben & Jerry's? No. If it was on special, I'd be gone like a shot, trust me.
You can still order it.
Yeah, I know we can still order. Yeah, we could have it delivered, but no, it's far from essential. I don't need to be putting anyone at risk, and I'm not paying full price for a Ben & Jerry's, as much as I love it. This weekend was a weekend where I was going to say any diet is out the window. Like, I'm having chocolate and, you know, too much wine or whatever. Yeah, so all of that has now changed, and it's just like,
Yeah, back to boring things like pizza and roast lamb.
Yeah. Well, we haven't taken the roast out, have we?
No.
Yeah, better go do that. Yes.
Yes, one going down
It's
soon.
the royal we. God. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So no pretty pictures to show you this beautiful Swiss village. Seriously, the village was built back in the 80s, in the middle of nothing. I think we've got quite a big, I was going to say Dutch community. I don't know why Grindelwald was built where it is. Who designed? Somebody built it. Somebody came up with the idea. All of the houses, or at least all of the houses back then in the 80s, were all Swiss chalet style homes. Well, at some point in time as well, this resort, Tamar Valley Resort, I think it's called, Aspect Tamar Valley Resort, if you want to look it up. It was built, and it's also built in the chalet styles. And the whole place is themed like this. There's actually crazy golf, or mini golf, or whatever you want to call it, for, you know, smaller players. And there is a full 18-hole golf course, I think. Golf is quite big up in the top end of Tassie. Like, we've got Barnbougle. If you're into golf, you may have heard of Barnbougle. It's up there.
Tasmania's the oldest golf course in Australia.
Apparently it's the oldest golf course in it. Bothwell's got the oldest. We don't have the name of... Yes, we're live. Hey, Rachel. Yeah, the guy we're calling a jerk-off is the COVID idiot who brought this Delta not into the community, because we've got people who've come in and stayed in quarantine and behaved, but it's the fact that he hasn't behaved in quarantine. He's the idiot. He's the jerk-off. So, yes, and I'm crocheting, Rachel. I'm trying to crochet and multitask. It's not going very well for me.
You're getting too excited.
Yeah, I think I've gone wrong already. See? Yeah, so,
Coffee must be working.
Grindelwald, it's this gorgeous resort town, and, yeah, we've had to postpone. So, hopefully early next year we get to do the retreat. And I'll get to show you pictures, because it's gorgeous. And I had 3 geocaches in the area, and it was just going to be stitching all weekend, and I had my own little villa to stay in. So I was going to be probably up at Sparrowfort and stitching or knitting or something, and then I was going to be stitching all day with the girls after breakfast. And dinner and lunch, and look, I have all this catering at home. It's not like I'm missing that kind of thing. Hubby is a great cook, but yeah, no, I was really looking forward to it. So yeah, there are a few people out and about. Look, peanut gallery. Yeah, Rachel says hello. I was like, tick, 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 tick. Kaboom.
I was just wondering if they'd overheard her calling me Daddy Biscuit.
Daddy Biscuits?
Yes, I'm Daddy Biscuit. And I said, well, if I'm Daddy Biscuit, you're Sophie Booger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sophie's swearing now. She says biscuits. Oh, did you just say hi, Rachel?
Yeah.
Aw, Rachel, you got a hi. Oh dear, that was a single. So, yeah, no pretty pictures, no walks. Oh, Flopsy said hi, Rachel. He normally squeals. That's her thing. I'd even got my Scentsy bunny. I was bringing my bunnies with me. I was bringing my weighted electric blanket. It's just rude. I'd stuffed my wine bottles into my Ugg boots to protect them. Sophie watched me pack. She was devastated I was packing Ruby. She's called the Scentsy bunny Ruby. And I don't know... I mean, she knows I've spoken to Ruby on here, and Ruby is our Scentsy girl, but she's just started calling her Ruby. So that's interesting. Hey, Rachel, did you see that Teddy got delivered a potato? I said that we should send one to Alicia. Yeah, apparently there's mailless spud or something She's got it on her Instagram, so if you need to go check that out, check out Trees Addy. I thought that was hilarious. I have missed... This isn't the cat that you've been trying to get for the last month, is it, Rachel? Hubby and I were talking last night, and he has agreed that we can get a Cocker Spaniel, but we have to tidy up the backyard first. And it's like, oh my god! Finding one is going to be the next interesting thing, but it would be really nice for Mocha to have a companion. He is 10 or 11. He's certainly getting grey around the muzzle. There's nothing wrong with him. He's an idiot and he still runs around like a lunatic, but it would be nice for him to have a buddy. So that's the plan for the next 2 years, probably, to get organized for that. Okay, so what is the plan with the cat? Are you just going to take it to the vet to get checked and keep it, or rehome it, or tame it? You can't have cats. Aren't you allergic big time? I mean, you have bad enough allergies anyway. I can't imagine a cat is going to do you any favours. Although you did have Morrigan. You know what? This is tricky. Keeping, you know, odds and evens. And this is Silk Stitch. For anyone who's come in late, this is Silk Stitch. So it's single crochet and then double crochet, and then you do an extension at the end of the line on either end, so you do an extra. And I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know what it's meant to look like, but we're gonna wing it. And well, my son's not going to know any different. He's just going to see a squishy blanket. And this is another thing, because he's in New South Wales, I still haven't seen my grandson. My grandson is probably now 2 months old, and I've only seen photos. He named him Killian Porrick. She had surgery. Holy cow. Hang on. Cat she or Luna she? I'm taking it it's cat she. Yes, it is a corner to corner. And I'm going to have to start counting my rows reasonably soon. So that I add a new colour in. Catchy, okay. Alright, well, I'll wait to hear from your video what surgery the cat's having to do. You found a wand.
Yes, but there's Winnie on it.
It's got Winnie on it.
No. No, there's Winnie.
Okay, I didn't get that, Sophie.
Yes, and then that's my funny ones.
Okay,
They're beautiful.
okay.
Maybe you can have this too.
Not right now, Sophie.
No, this one's for yours.
Okay.
And my one.
I haven't, you know what, yeah, Midnight has actually been quiet next door. Midnight is the black retriever that my neighbour's got. I'm so jealous because she's gorgeous. And I haven't caught up with her, and now I can't even catch up with them this weekend. Bloody COVID. Lockdown more than anything. So yeah, she's got I think separation anxiety. She barks whenever she's outside. And it's more the I'm lonely bark, come and give me attention kind of thing. But because he's on the fly lead, he doesn't really get to run around and talk with her or anything. He's not bothered. I think I told people on the vlog. Ooh, no, I don't want barbecue. No, barbecue's wrong. Barbecue's really weird. How are they having to restock hula hoops? How can you go out of stock of hula hoops? That's just obscene. Yeah, so there was a great big wallaby. All the wallabies at the moment, it's not breeding season, it's joey season. I had a video which I think I ended up putting at the end of one of my whipping chats as well, sharing about the Skippy that was next door with the big joey in her pouch. Now the reason why we call them Skippies is there was a show back in the 80s, I guess, called Skippy the Bush Kangaroo. And it made it over to Ireland because, you know, I was there and not here. And yeah, so Skippy the Bush Kangaroo, he was the son... Oh, I can't even think of what the son's name was now. So he was the son of a bush ranger. So he was living in an outback kind of town. And one of the jobs of the ranger or something was a chopper pilot, like a bush chopper pilot. So there's not much to these choppers. It's like 2 seats in a bubble and then the tail of the chopper. Sonny was the name of the kid. And he used to do a particular call to Skippy. I think they might have rescued her or something. And the story was all about Skippy the bush kangaroo. And Skippy used to warn Sonny that something was happening. So the thing would be, Skippy would go running, hopping up to Sonny and go... And Sonny would go, "What's up, Skip?" And, you know, it was like they could talk to each other, and Skippy would kind of go, look in the direction, like a dog would look in a direction. And they would then, I don't know, find whatever was wrong and fix it. Oh, there it is, right. You know, and they'd rescue somebody, or there's a bushfire or whatever it was. So if you can get your hands on an old Skippy video on YouTube or something, I'm sure they're there. Go watch it. Sonny wears, you know, typical khaki shorts, I think, and, you know, his ranger dad, you know, because they're living in the bush, it's hot. Yeah, just go watch it. It's just very Aussie and very old, rural Aussie, even outback Aussie. So it's not touched by mobile phones or, you know, fandangled technology or anything like that. It's just kind of homegrown Aussie watching. And I guess it's a little bit like Flipper, you know, Flipper the dolphin, you know, except that it's a bush kangaroo. And I don't know that there's actually an animal called a bush kangaroo. Skippy was not big. Skippy was more like a wallaby. Maybe she is a bush kangaroo and they're smaller. I don't know. Please stop. Shh.
A wand.
You found a wand.
Yes. And with a springy on top.
With a springy on top?
Yeah. And with a stick on it.
Oh.
I like it.
I think I'm ending up doing doubles and doubles.
Ooh. I like my wand.
I might end up having to rip this out. I think I had to rip it out when I did the corner to corner with Marissa's simple corner to corner, because I then started to understand the pattern, and now, well, I thought I was understanding the pattern, I'm actually not. Because that looks just the same as the other one. It's like, what? You know, when my very first project with crochet was an amigurumi apple. It was an apple for a teacher. And do you think I could get the magic circle working? I ended up having to call in help. And as it turns out, my boss's wife came and helped me. So she's sitting on the couch teaching me how to do a magic circle. Sophie is now 3.5, Rob. That time has gone so dang fast. Like, I started my channel when she was potentially 6 months old, thereabouts, to read her stories, to preserve memories of me and her. The rest of my kids are all adults. My next youngest up is 21. And I've got 4 of those. Yeah, sent a message to my middle boy up in New South Wales and said, hey, we're in lockdown for 3 days. And he said, oh, just when we were about to look at booking tickets and wanting to hold off a bit. I was like, God. Yeah, as I was saying, like, it's going to be months before we get to see him. It's shitty. I didn't get to his wedding, didn't get to the retreat. It's like, and literally we pulled out of the going to the wedding days before the trip. Like, Victoria went into meltdown back when it was his wedding a year ago, and we're messaging the Premier of Victoria, we're messaging the Premier of Tasmania, saying, look, there's a provision that allows people in cars transit through Victoria to enter the state. Can we get permission to do the reverse and transit through Victoria into New South Wales? We couldn't get that permission, and we had to end up cancelling the trip, which completely devastated me because flying wasn't an option. My ex was going to be going, so going alone wasn't something that I was, you know, going to want to do in a hurry. You know, so he ended up going with my eldest, and his, and my ex's new wife. So they ended up going, but we live streamed into the wedding instead. So the second wedding that I have missed with my kids. Anyway, yeah, couldn't get up then with the baby, and now couldn't do the retreat. Look, I know people are missing all kinds of things. Please don't get me wrong. I really feel for anyone who misses an event. So, yes. Rob says hi, Sophie. They can't see you over there. You'll have to come around. Yeah. Yeah, my toes. Oh, hey, Cheryl. Oh, there's Sophie. It's going to take a while, Sophie. There's a bit of a lag. And you'll see yourself in that camera, in the picture. So, yeah. That's where I'm kind of at. Very miserable day. Sophie's got electronic toys that are... one of them's got its indicator stuck. Hey! It's outside and it's ticking away because it's got wet and it's going into meltdowns. There you go. There's Sophie. See? Say hi. Hi. Okay. It's lagging because I have the stream too high. I will fix the stream quality so that it's not going to be so fuzzy the next time around. Now that I have a clue what I'm actually looking for. I didn't even realize I was trying to have high quality stream, but it ends up pixelating for you guys because it's too high for streaming. So, hey Rachel. So yeah, you've got cold toes, miss.
Never hot.
Everyone's saying hi to you. Yes, you can take a. Well, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, one. One. Oh, gee. She looks like you. Things happening this weekend. Misty is having a mammoth sale. She's doing some whole yards. She's got discounts galore, so any cross stitchers out there, go check out Mystic Fabrics on Facebook. If you spend $99, you get, I don't know, 15% off. If you spend over $100, you get 20% off or something crazy. She's subsidizing shipping worldwide. I need some full yards or some half yards. I need 2 half yards really for some big projects that I've got. So yes, I'll be stupid and setting an alarm for 3 a.m. Flopsy is over with all the bunnies.
Yeah.
There is a row of bunnies. My crafting got evicted from the couch because her bunnies are there. I'm not impressed that I'm having to compete with the bunnies. Did you get in? No. Remember, when it's 2 tails, you've got to pull, and you've gone and twisted it the wrong way. So now it won't come out. See, they're kind of magic when they do that. There you go. Ew. Boogers. So yeah, that's where the bunnies are at. Ew. No, don't put it back. Put it in the bin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Clip. Clip.
Yes.
All
Alright.
right.
Okay. It's not very big. I probably can't open it, Sophie. So yeah. Where would you like the clip, Sophie?
Look,
Over here.
Mommy.
What?
Look, a big
No,
one.
I dropped it. Oops. Go. Scoot. There you go. On the floor down there. I'm going to be spending probably an hour brushing my hair. It's a mess at the moment. I will do that once I'm finished here too. Yeah, so I've got the new cryptid has been released. It's weird. I've never heard of it. It's a goblin of some kind. It's like, what the heck? And Meg has actually said that we could change the green to Kelly green, although there is another green cryptid. Do you guys know of any green cryptids? So I'm going to be doing that. There's about 700 stitches in the cryptid. So that will be a reasonably quick stitch for me. I can do 200 stitches an hour. So I will be doing that while I'm doing the Zoom. I'll probably get stuck into it actually when I finish this. And that will be finished this afternoon. If you've followed me on Instagram, you will have seen that I get the cryptids done on the day. Yes. There is one other stitcher, well, there's not one other stitcher, there's one stitcher that I know who is lightning fast, Jennifer Gorski. She's been part of the Black Needle Society stuff, and she can do something like 2,000 stitches in a day. She must be stitching for... I don't know what Meg is doing. I've just seen your thing about that. James says it's not a cryptid. I don't know. I don't know any of these cryptids. No, I don't know that I'd even heard of Mothman. I mean, we're all going to know Nessie. I don't know if we've got a Bunyip. She did say there was like 4 internationals. I'm not getting it. But it's still fun to do. So yeah, it's in Pattern Keeper. You know what? My stash cache died my app, it's crashed and the developer isn't responding to my emails. I'm so annoyed because all of my floss was entered in there manually, I might add, and all of my projects had all the floss allocated to it, and because it's crashing I can't get any of that information. I went hunting for floss yesterday to try and have enough with me for the retreat, and I'm kind of going, where is this floss? You know, what project is it in? Can't find it because I don't have the app. Gutted that the app is gone. I think I can use something similar though in Thread Stash. So now I've got to manually put it all in. The only benefit with Thread Stash is that it's preloaded with colors. Thank goodness, but I can't remember if I can actually assign projects to it. So that's an hours and hours and hours job to do. So yeah, a little bit annoyed with that. Where have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 22. I've got to do 33 rows. I might actually leave it like that so I've got more stripes. It doesn't have to be big blocks, and just make them even. My colors, if you're interested, are pale green and grey. So it's going to be those 3 colors. I actually had got these colors. This is Feels Like Butter yarn. It's so soft, it's gorgeous. Hey Halloween! But I didn't get a hello, creepy people. Yeah, it's Feels Like Butter. It's so soft. It's absolutely divine to work with. I went into Spotlight, my haberdashery store, and it was like, okay, well, what can I get? Now, shh, don't tell anyone. I was actually going to make this for Jennifer, and then shit hit the fan with her and Willow, and I didn't have this. So, bad grandmother. I hadn't actually earmarked what I was going to do for my grandchild. So yes, I'm bad. That's okay. My son is lucky if he gets a happy birthday. It seems to be a thing now. I think I sent him a text a couple of years ago, 2 days after his birthday, saying, hey, belated happy birthday. I'm sorry. Yes. Unless I put reminders in my phone, chances are I'll get to it kind of thinking, oh yeah, I've got to say, you know, I've got to do this, and I've got to, you know, yeah. And then when the time actually comes, I miss it. It's terrible. Hey, that's a sticker. Please don't.
No.
Yeah. She's getting destructive, this kid. She's breaking my zip fob thingy-majiggies, and she's doing all sorts of... Hello Queen says hello too. She's breaking my... yeah, she's breaking my fobs, and she's breaking all kinds of things. She's scribbling on toilet floors with purple highlighter. She's a pest. She's cute though, so she's going to survive the horrible 3-year-old years, aren't you, Sophie?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? You're a pest. Alright. I'm thinking that I'm gonna go. I know more lives are kind of kicking off shortly. Saturday mornings for me are pretty busy, so Friday nights over in the States. The lives start rolling out, and I don't want to cross over on anyone's streams. But I didn't see anyone scheduled this early, so I don't know, maybe it's something I could do maybe once a month. What do you think? Do you think I can get away with going live on a Saturday morning?
Yeah.
It's always going to be Sophie dependent. If she's going to be a troll, then it's not going to happen. So yes, and I'll make sure I get my streaming. I will fix that as soon as I get off the stream. I couldn't do it when the stream was already live, so technology issues. Somebody just came in. I don't know who just came in, so hello. Oh, please don't tell me that everyone's going to start piling in the room now. Oh, goodness. And goodness knows what crafts you're going to see when or if I do go live or vlog or anything else. But it may be more of a vloggy kind of thing that I do. I won't necessarily be crafting. Certainly won't be doing it as a whip and chat. It's very much just this is an impromptu vloggy kind of chit chat with a cuppa kind of thing, as opposed to let's do some work. But I wanted to show you my crochet because, you know, it's fun. It will be my in-car project. I literally have, I don't know, 20 rows to finish on my scarf, which is my in-car project going to work and back. Whether or not I can crochet in the car remains to be seen. I may not be able to. We'll see how we go. It's not hard. It's just I've got to concentrate. It's going to get bigger. That kind of thing. So it may be too big and bulky to do in the car. So I may just have to do it at home. I also have the Bridgerton scarf that I could use as my in-car knitting because it's nice and narrow. It's potentially the same with 90 stitches. Stop. Same 90 stitches as I'm currently doing. And then of course I wanted to finish this scarf at the end of the year. You know, no time pressure or anything. And the new Harry Potter box is going to be coming out for December for the 12 days of Christmas. So that will start in January. I'm quite happy just to wait. But what the knitting does for me in the car means that I'm not looking at other idiot drivers and I'm not getting stressed on my way into work. And hubby just has to worry about them.
What am I writing with it?
Idiot drivers. Me knitting means that I'm not concentrating on you driving. His driving is excellent.
I know.
He's a very smooth driver. But other people are kind of like, ah, you're going too slow. Just, yeah, it's just stressful. Anyway, yeah, she has a thing about throwing everything on the floor too, Harlequin. Everything, like, once it's on the floor, it stays there. But if you put it back up on where it's meant to live, she'll throw it back on the floor again. It's like, what the hell? You know, it's not like she'll move it once it hits the floor. It's like, oh my god. Yeah. Shh. Go get a pouch. Go on, scoot. Oh, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Go, go.
I think so. I don't want to get a pouch.
Oh.
I got a pouch already.
Gee. Oh, you've had a pouch. You haven't had a pouch already?
No.
Yes, Rachel? Yeah, so let's just keep ticking along. Please stay safe, you guys. If I end up getting any Aussies watching, like, we're fine here. Do I hear the beeping? No, I don't hear any beeping. Sophie's tapping stuff that's really annoying, but I don't hear any beeping. Beeping in my videos, and maybe it's a wire from your mic. My mic hasn't moved, but I'll play back and listen, and I don't hear it in my recordings either. ADHD. Aw, thank you, Rachel. No, I don't think she's got ADHD. She can concentrate on the iPad without any issue. She can do drawings. She's no, I don't think ADHD is her issue. She's just a 3-year-old. She's quick as a whip as well. I'll have a listen. I'm not hearing any beeping. Marcus would hear it if there's any beeping as well. Because he's got ears like an owl. Shh, please stop. But I'll listen out.
There are compression artifacts in people who've got bandwidth.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, thank you, Sophie. Now you need to leave.
That won't be from here.
Okay, so Marcus is saying if you've got bad compression bandwidth, which you would have in Kerry, Rachel, that you might be having compression problems at your end, and I know you have problems streaming and stuff, so
It might sound like a beep, but it might just be the audio being compressed.
He says it might just be the audio being compressed, so you might be getting issues with that. Were you getting it with the Facebook Lives on Black Needle Society retreats? Were you hearing any of that? Because I know some people were terrible with their audio, who were streaming and stuff.
There's a massive amount of local stuff going on at the moment with lockdown, which might be restricting things, but
I like the lockdown.
I don't know.
No, I like it.
Okay, but no, I will play back one of my videos. If you can pinpoint a particular video, Rachel, message me, and I'll check it out. I'll have an actual listen. I'll put my headphones in and have a listen in a bit. That would be really handy. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, my coffee is all gone. Sophie is starting to be a pain. It's a ticking kind of sound, very subtle. Oh, that could be Sophie just bashing stuff around. No, it's fine. I don't mind you letting me know. Hey, Dave. Audio sync issue. Audio is leading video by about half a second. Interesting. Yeah, I know when I am syncing my audio, I actually have to split my audio from my video stream to get it to actually tally up together, because it doesn't. I don't know what that's doing.
Yeah, maybe you should just leave that alone. It's more complicated than
oh God.
that. Yeah. Remember those videos that I showed you about all the TV videos that I recorded? And I corrected them by about 300 milliseconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more complicated than you can imagine.
Oh God.
Just fixing it in the file is not the right answer.
Okay.
Yep. There's a... Just leave it. Or
David,
use a better editor.
Alright, Dave is also saying that he's got a problem with the tick beep high frequency thingamajig. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go. Look, thank you guys so much for joining me and listening to my rant about the COVIDiot. And yes, I'm going to boot Sophie out of here and get her breakfast and go stitch for the day, like I was meant to do at my retreat. I've actually got a Zoom this morning that I'm going to catch up with the girls on, so that'd be really cool. I'll probably take off to another room to do that though, so I can actually stitch in peace. Alright, now say goodbye.
Bye.
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 Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I will talk to you again. I will probably go live, let's say maybe once a month, but I'll work out a routine. A cell phone near to the... Oh, well, I have got my phone near to the mic, but it's not doing anything, and I'm not getting any messages because it's on silent. But I'll check it out. Thank you guys very, very much for letting me know. Alright, take care everyone, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
You're silly.
Now, what's our day?